All right, we are live. We're waiting for Ross to jump in here, and I will get him added to the feed. Where you at, boy? Wow, we got a lot of people joining. Just waiting for Fresh Coast. It's probably in the garden. Hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy. We are slammed at Grow Green, so not being able to do our normal events. We've been doing a lot of these digital things over on Facebook, and we've had a lot of people asking for us to do them on Instagram. So this is our first one, so bear with us. I'm just waiting for Ross to jump in here so I can get him added to the feed. A lot of people waiting on Ross. There he is. All right. There he is.
Hey, there he is.
We're doing it. What's up, man?
What's happening, brother? How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm at day 40. My wife just informed me of not leaving the house. So 40 days without driving a car is, I feel like hopefully I remember how to drive when this is all over.
Yeah, especially since being a car guy like yourself is probably driving you nuts.
It is. It is. The weather being crappy is helping that, but yeah, we're itching to get going for sure. So,
Heck yeah. I know it'll be nice to get back to somewhat of a normal routine.
For sure. How are things with you guys?
Great, man. We're busier than ever, to be honest with you. Yeah, everything's going really good. We've got a lot of cool stuff in the works right now. Just to start off, I mean, we've got the no-till that I just posted today. That's a collab with Mystic Visions and Light Sky Farms. And that first round was a successful pheno hunt. We kept one or two plants out of there, but we got it all locked and loaded now with Fresh Coast gear. So
Cool.
Pretty excited to get that one rocking and rolling and really showcase some of these cuts that B-Leaf has sent back to us through all these big hunts that we've been doing. So
Cool.
Pretty excited, man.
Yeah, glad to hear you're busy. That's us too. I guess I'm going to do a couple housekeeping things here for people that have been asking. We've been getting messages on Instagram and Facebook hourly about people's orders. Everyone just chill out. We are beyond busy now with Home Depot and Lowe's. We're dealing with traditional growers now more than we ever have before. So normally it's 24 hours for us to get your order out. Give us 48 hours before you start bugging us for a tracking number or when it's ready for curbside pickup. We hired a second shipping shift, so we are shipping 24/7. Bear with us on that. The other housekeeping note I want to mention is the store is now closed every day from noon to 1. And we're just doing that because we are overwhelmed and we're giving our staff an hour every day to catch their breath, clean the store, clean the carts, so we can keep it safe for you and our staff and the community. So those are just a couple housekeeping notes. And then bulk soil Thursdays. On Thursdays, get with us. We're going to do deals on pallets of soil. We'll have someone in our soil pit. We have every brand in stock. Anyway,
Almost every brand.
almost every brand. We're working on another Michigan brand here hopefully soon. So
hey, I'd like to do a housekeeping thing real quick too. I know people have been getting frustrated with me about not responding in a timely manner or things taking a little bit longer. But with this whole COVID thing, we're down to a 3-person team with multiple gardens, 3 businesses. Not being able to hire trimmers and whatnot. So try not to get too upset with me. I will get with you. When my hands are free or I have some free time when I'm not like taking a break to just simply eat food. We're really slammed with stuff. So just be patient with me and we'll get you guys taken care of as quickly and efficiently as we possibly can.
Amen, man. Same here. So what, I know you mentioned a couple of things, but what else you got new coming out? We get asked literally 10 times a day, you know, if we sell genetics. Grow Green does not sell genetics, but we always try to refer people to our Michigan people. So what's coming down the pipeline for you guys that people can look forward to?
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So, you know, for those of you that don't know, I've been working with facilities outside of Michigan to try and cut years of work out of, you know, so we can speed the process up and get you guys, you know, new fresh genetics a little quicker than every couple of years. So Daniel has now the whole moose cookie line and the whole super secret weapon line, which have not been released yet. Those are all in flower. So I'm just waiting for an answer back on that, and hopefully we'll be releasing both of those lines. And then in the meantime, I've got 5 dads I'm looking at, 2 Sensi Star F2s, 2 Death Star dads, and a peanut butter breath dad. They all look pretty promising. So those are going to go into flower and get tested here soon.
Cool.
I'm going to be doing some special projects, one with Hazy Farms. I'm going to be doing an exclusive for them with a mimosa cut and my electric gorilla butter dad. So that's going to be like a crazy frost turf bomb. Yeah, really excited for that. And then we'll be making, you know, and that'll start here in the next month. And then also in the next month, we'll be getting Gorilla Butter F3's rocking, Gorilla Nut F2's rocking, Gorilla Puff F2, which Gorilla Puff y'all been sleeping on. You shouldn't. I got it right here. It is so tasty. Don't sleep on that one. And then multiple other things. I'm going to try and get, you know, hit ice cream cake, acai gelato with Gorilla Butter. And then I'm doing also a collaboration with B-Leaf with his love seed that he made, the 2.53. That's going to get Gorilla Butter Pound and Electric Gorilla Butter. So I'm in the works of making all this stuff, finding new dads. I'd really, you know, the whole idea with the Sensi Star and the Death Star dads were to bring back some of this old school funk that we kind of have lost in the mix of the cookies and everything else that's going on. And these seeds are from the original seed makers. So, I mean, we're talking 20-year-old Death Star seeds. Before it was even really called Death Star, the original name was Power Animal. And I just happened to be living in a town with an old Canna Mafia dude who helped, you know, who helped search the world for these seeds and smuggle them into the States and breed with them and stuff. And I've got access to that. So I'm really trying to utilize that. I feel like I did a good platform with the peanut butter line, bringing, you know, high THC content, great vigor, awesome resin production. I'm a terp guy though, and I've lost some of my terps from my females because the dad was a little dominant, but I knew that going into that. So now we've got that baseline, and if I can get that old school funk and make some new babies, I think we'll be in business, man. You know, it's all a process.
Sure.
I try not to rush stuff too much. That's why it takes me a while, you know, to get new lines out. I'm not like in-house or, you know, these other big companies, they're the actual companies. You know, it takes me years to hunt and sift through things. And, you know, I try to test all the dads, test all the seeds, and it's just a long process. And I'm trying to find ways to speed that up for everybody, but still be effective in, you know, making good seeds and whatnot and good selections. So, but the network is growing. You know, I've got B-Leaf in Oklahoma. I've got Republicana in Oklahoma, all running thousands of seeds right now. And then those guys have everything I've ever made. So I'll be getting cuts of all that elite stuff back. And hopefully in the meantime, I can lock down a few dads and get more projects going. And hopefully there'll just be a snowball effect here soon. So, you know, for the people that don't know, there were 3 people involved in Fresh Coast, and now it's just me. So the workload's, you know, pretty high for me. And it takes me a little longer to roll things out. But we're just now getting back on our feet and we're rolling, man. So some of these Death Star females and Sensi Star F females, Sensi Star F2 females, I can't say enough about them. I mean, I can wrap most of the leaves around my entire head. You know, yeah, the stalks are the size of my middle finger all the way to the top. great stem rubs. I've got one that's already shooting frost and veg. So there's going to be some cool stuff coming, man. I'm really excited.
Right on. So for people that are looking right now, what do you get? What's available right now?
So I've actually been buying seeds back from my old partners just to keep feeding our community with the Gorilla Butter line. I think there's remnants of the peanut butter line left over. But yeah, I mean, I've started offering cuttings to people.
Yep, I think that's definitely something we should talk about because I think that's the way to go. And you'll ship cuts.
Yeah, I will ship cuts unrooted, obviously.
Yep.
Keep it legal. But yeah, these are all professionally hunted clones. Everything's clean. I do regular russet mite and powdery mildew tests with my PCR machine, just to ensure that you guys are getting good, clean things from me. But yeah, man, I mean, some of them are, they're all tiered, so some are more expensive to get into than others. And I'm glad we're doing this IG thing because it's hard to explain this in text. But, just for those of you who kind of balk at the prices, just from a business standpoint, if you pay $1,500 for something compared to, buying a pack of seeds for $150. So you buy the pack of seeds, that's a 6-month journey for you. You're paying electric bills, your time, your soil costs or your bottle costs, whatever, just your overhead. And then you may not even find something you like, and then you got to start all over. So, the upfront cost to find something or to get something that's been hunted and proven, you're off to the races at that point. You're set up for success. You don't have to do any of the hunting, any of the heartache, any of that kind of stuff, because it ends up costing a lot more when you do buy a $150 pack of seeds and spend 6 months on it. You're looking at usually $3 to $6 grand somewhere in there. And then to find nothing's really disappointing and it's not cost effective at all. So I wanted to unleash some of these clones to the public. Obviously the breeder cuts are, more expensive. But I am working on coming up with a tier of things I don't breed with that most people would want in their gardens, but I just can't keep everything. So we'll get a better price point for people that don't have a lot of money up front, because I really want everybody to have these genetics in one way or another. And that's part of the reason why I did that huge seed sale also, the $500 for like $5 grand worth of beans.
Sweet.
I just really want people to grow this stuff, it's really special. We put a lot of love into it. I mean, it's complete dedication. So yeah, check out the clone list. It's always growing.
Yeah, people are asking right now on here how they can get that clone list. It's on your Instagram, right?
I'll send it to them through a DM. Yep. So okay. I think there's an updated list. Excuse me. I think there's an updated list on my Instagram handle.
Yeah.
But that always changes, and I'm going to try and make it look a little more professional and whatnot. And being a Michigan caregiver, it's like I'll give you like a 10-day period because I always am flipping stuff into flower and then having, waiting on my veg plants to get bigger. So It's usually like, you get like a 10-day window where it's like you can go bananas on it, and then I have to kind of chill out for like a month and then we can roll again. But yeah, man, I really want to see this stuff in gardens. Daniel from Believe Cannabis, he's been doing a great job getting our Michigan genetics and all these Oklahoma facilities. If you guys haven't heard about the Gorilla Butter white truffle cut, it's an outstanding plant. I mean,
yeah, I can attest to that. I'm running it right now, and it's insane.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's got great vigor. You couldn't ask for better structure. Super easy to work with. Not a heavy feeder. It's just a frost factory. And about week 5, she just brings the gasoline and the mushroom terps. I mean, it's pretty raunchy stuff, man. Great high. It's like a pure grapefruit. And it's all once again also like just amazing structure. really easy to work with, and it absolutely dumps on the back end. And it really holds those terps all the way through joint smoking, dabbing, what have you. I mean, I could go on and on about all these. So,
Yeah, I mean, I can attest to that. Everything you just said, I've always started from seeds, and you know, you hooked me up with some cuts, and man, the stuff I got going is just looks insane, you know. And I'm only in week 3 of just started week 3 of flower, and they're just monsters already. So,
oh, you're coming up to the fun part soon, buddy.
for sure, I'm a customer for life after this run, that's for sure. So, definitely some badass stuff you got me.
Cool.
I know people are asking if the prices are on the clone list.
Yeah, I mean, the first tier, the top tier, like the Gorilla Butter, White Truffle Cut, Dual OG, those are going to be like your top tiers. And I started them at 1,500 for 6, but I've got them down to 1,250 right now. And I'm also considering working, changing that just because of the COVID thing. You know, I'm not trying to like steal from people, you know, especially in these hard times. But so that's general, and then it'll go down to 1,000, 500, and then I'd like to have a tier, you know, where it's like, you know, you get 10 for $100 or something like that, you know.
And there's some serious shipping costs involved with shipping, right? Because those I'm sure you next day air them.
Yeah, I have to overnight everything, so that's like 30, $40 a rip. And then with all the PCR testing and whatnot, you know, I mean, I can do like 120 tests for, you know, $1,200 or something. So, you know, I've got money involved into this, you know, so and just my time and whatnot. It's really pretty affordable. I'm charging a lot less than most breeders would. But yeah, I obviously guarantee it. You know, if you have a problem with them rooting or whatnot, you know, I have no problem replacing them as long as you prove it to me. You know, but I'm always here for the people. I'm not out to get anybody. So yeah, come get them because it's going to get shut down here in a couple of days for another month or so.
Right. Yeah. So not really on the topic of genetics, but I was looking at some pictures of your grow. Are you doing live beds?
Yep. So that garden is something that Mystic Visions and I inherited kind of through Light Sky Farms. The last kid that was there, you know, basically we came in there to save that place. And yes, those are all no-till living soil beds, which
Right.
I've gotten the pleasure to learn a lot this last couple of months with JJ from Mystic Vision Organics, which you guys probably know him as Michigan Regenerative Farmer.
Yep. We know.
And so we worked through that and we got through our rip. I mean, the plants were almost dead when we showed up, but we got it rocking now, man. And
yeah, it looks really good. Spot looks cool.
And this is a little, you know, you guys are going to start seeing test results, but for all the people that are running facilities who balk at soil growing or no-till, and they think they can't pass their tests, well, all of our stuff is passing. So it's really encouraging. I really think people are missing out with not growing with soil. I know everybody has different reasons for different applications and whatnot, but I'm a true believer that you can get the yields, and on top of that, you're gonna have way more quality cannabis than you're gonna get any other way. In my personal opinion. So it's cool that we're able to do that on that scale and still have all this cannabis pass for testing in our metric system, which, as we all know, has been really hard.
Yeah. Are you using blue mats in there?
No, we hand water, man. We try to be as hands-on with the plants as possible.
Sure. Yeah, I only asked that because we're seeing a big influx of people that are doing no-till and doing live beds, and so we're stocking all that stuff now too. The big live beds. We actually have one going in the store. So
cool. No offense against Blue Mat, but save your money.
Sure.
I bought a whole Blue Mat system and it was really tough to work with.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I've never
Because
used.
it's all pressure based, you know what I mean? So if you have like one little air bubble in your line anywhere, you've got pots that are getting overfilled and ones
Right,
that aren't getting any water at all.
for sure.
Um, but yeah, no, it's been really cool, man. I mean, growing soil and having the plant be a byproduct of that. When we smashed it, you know what I mean? And it's none of our equipment. That's not what we would normally run. Um, and so I'm really excited to showcase these no-till beds and the genetics involved. And
For sure. What I know you guys were planning on being at our spring expo here in on May 16th. As of now, that's sort of still that is still happening, unless the governor orders changes. So, I mean, what other summer events, fall events? I know you'll be at our fall expo, but what else you planning on being at this year if
yeah,
we can find you?
I mean, it all kind of got thrown up in the air. I mean, I was really excited, obviously, to do the events with you guys as usual. I was really hoping to be downtown Ann Arbor again this spring for Hash Bash. Cannabis Cup. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I haven't heard from them. But supposedly, I don't know. Hopefully, they can at least still hold the competitions somehow remotely. I don't know that there's going to be too many events this summer. It's just all kind of up in the air. But if they give me the green light, I mean, I'm going to try and be at everything possible that I can show up to.
Yep, good. Yeah,
Yeah,
we get asked a lot, but I think that's something. So the easiest way for people to get a hold of you is Instagram.
yeah, yep. Or if they feel more comfortable, you can email me at freshcoastseeds@gmail.com.
Easy enough.
Yep. Yep,
Yep.
I got rid. Hey, everybody, I got rid of the website. It was pointless. So I had a lot of questions about why the website doesn't work. This is not going to work. It's not ever coming back. So yes, Instagram's going to be the place to talk to me, deal with me, and communicate with me.
Cool.
Yeah, man,
All
totally.
right. Any
What else?
any
What
last
else?
things, other things you got coming out you wanna mention?
Yeah, man, I want to really rep the Six Coast soil thing. My brother rolled that out. We've sent out a bunch of test bags. Obviously, you're growing with it, and some other people. This whole next round I've got going in my personal garden is all Six Coast Super Soil, and I've been doing a ton of R&D with it. Um, you know, it's nothing. No soil is completely just water only.
Sure.
But I had pushed this with just water and small amounts of CalMag, and I'm getting explosive growth rates and awesome root systems. And with no food, I'm getting about 5 weeks. So, I mean, if you do some math in there, you're just looking at small top dressings and maybe a tea or two, and you could be smashing it. It's real simple, super clean.
Easy as trans.
Yeah, there's no transplant shock. There's like 15 gallons of soil in each bag, so it's not your typical bag of soil where you get 7 gallons or 9 gallons or whatnot. It's just really easy to work with. It comes right out of the bag, like kind of moist. But yeah, no bugs. I brought in a bag of Roots Organic the other day, just in a pinch, and fungus gnats, thrips, the whole shit, like right out of one bag of soil. And you're not going to have to worry about that with us. It comes to you alive. It's got all the beneficials you need in it. I've never seen a fungus gnat in it. I've actually seen rogue beetles come out of there. So it's just a really good high quality soil mix. It's not going to be for lower end stuff. We try to keep everything in the upper echelon of things. So price points might be a little higher than you used to, but like I said, there's 15 gallons of soil in each bag. I mean, if you're paying $30 for a 15-gallon pot and not having to do much to it, that's pretty cost effective compared to having tons of bottles and
Yep.
so on and so forth. So
Yeah, so we're getting
and I
people.
know it's really hard for people to get right now because it's in my possession and we're not in any stores yet. So that's another thing. If your guys are in Michigan and you want it, you have to drive up to Traverse City to get it, but I do have it. I've got custom blends. I've got the super soil, and then I've got cocoa on deck. And we're working on, obviously, hopefully working with you guys as our number one supplier here in Michigan would be, the goal in this whole thing. But we'll see what happens with that. I got a couple other guys trying to plug us in. But so hopefully within the next 6 months, all our Michiganders, Ohioans, Indianans, Illinois people, y'all be able to come up and grab this stuff. It's truly gold. And like I said, I just did a whole run with it. And it's passing all the metric tests. We did a comparison with Detroit Nutrient Company, same run, same thing, and unfortunately their stuff failed and our stuff passed. It's some of the only soil you can get the lowest like arsenic, heavy metal levels in it in the entire country right now. We do batch testing for people, so if you have facilities and you really want to monitor and track like your testing and whatnot, we have every batch of soil tested for you before it comes. We'll have it delivered right to your facility. If you want custom blends made, like your own recipes, we can do that for you. So we're pretty versatile, and I feel like we're a pretty unique soil company in that manner. I don't know anybody else that's doing that for people. So
For sure, yeah. I've been talking with your brother. Hopefully, we can get something worked out here sooner than later. A lot of people on here asking about it, so we'll chat some.
I can't see anything because I got you pointed at me, but I'll have to. Yeah. I'm sure all you guys have hit me up on my feed. So.
Yep. We'll make it happen. Cool. Someone was asking, how's Gorilla Nut 9, number 9?
I mean. So it is,
strap in.
Yeah, strap in. It's lights out, man. At first, and I gotta say, my first run with it, this is a new place for me. I've never grown under all LEDs, and I'm still like figuring out the kinks in that. Like, it's weird for me to have to heat the room up.
Get that.
I'm working out the kinks, and it was my first run and whatnot. But she still just came out beautiful, man. It's completely frost covered. I wish I had a jar of it out here right now. I'd show you. Yeah, you want to go grab that shit? But yeah, she's awesome. It's like a peanut salted chocolate something. I mean, it's just really unique in its terpene profile. And it's obviously dumps like crazy. It's completely frost covered. Nice. It's not a massive yielder. A lot of my stuff isn't, so it's all connoisseur quality things. There are some strains that are geared for that, but most of this stuff is peanut butter breath based. So if you know too much about peanut butter breath, well, I made it worse. On top of that, I picked like a straight dosey pinot that, for my mom that didn't really yield a whole lot. But I would say, in a 10-gallon pot with super soil. With super soil, I got, an ounce a gallon, which is about all I can really ask for.
Sure.
That's number 11. Sorry.
You could tell by smelling it.
But yeah, Gorilla Nut 9 is off the chain, man. I'd recommend it to anybody. The number 11 is a little bit different, small yielder, but totally different terpene profile. But I think I'm going to drop 11 and keep 9. But I will say I highly encourage hunting through packs of that Gorilla Nut because, Daniels, he's like, dude, I could have kept every single female I found. So I would highly recommend swooping the rest of those up and hunting through them because there's probably better gems than what I have, to be quite honest.
Sure.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks for being patient.
Good.
I don't know if you can see that. Whoops. Can you see that?
Back up just a little bit. Yeah, it's tough to get it in focus.
All right. Well, we might not be able to actually see it, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
It's worth pulling out of the jar and trying to show you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your guys' stuff always looks just crazy. I know.
Yeah, And, I really appreciate everybody's support through this whole thing. I'm just like everybody else. I just, I fell in love with cannabis at a young age. And, I never saw myself doing this ever, and then I hurt myself in Alaska working in the Bering Sea, and I had to change what I did for a living. And I always loved cannabis, so I just went for it. And then, yeah, the whole seed company idea just happened, down at a lake at 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, I'm going to start a seed company, and this is what we're going to do. And, it's been 5 years, and it's been tough. Nobody knows who I am. Like, I came out of nowhere. That being said, I just want to thank all of you very, very much for all the support and love you've given us. And, we're trying our best. We're going to keep this thing going. So,
Sure.
this year should be a fun one.
People are saying put a picture of that in your next Instagram post.
All right, word. I got you guys.
And then I'll ask you one more question that I'm seeing here, and then we'll get back to work. Someone's asking if you got anything funky coming up.
Funky in which way?
I don't know which way they mean.
Yeah, well, yeah, we always got funk coming, and especially, so like the sticky situation is going to be a good one. That's Gorilla Glue 4 hit with the super secret weapon dad. That's going to be super funk, and I'm actually going to hit my Gorilla Butter F1 back to the mom, the original mom. So that's going to be super funk. And then anything I do with these Death Stars and Sensi Star F2s is going to be a straight funk house for sure. We just did find a really amazing Roadkill OG from Rare Dankness that I think we're going to start getting in the mix. That's that real old school shit that we all grew up with,
Yeah.
So yeah, to answer their question, absolutely. I'm always trying to bring the funk. I try to have a berry, a lemon, an orange, a pineapple, a gas. I try to just spread this all out so everybody can get what they want, And funk is at the top of the list this year. So yeah, man, we can get it.
People are asking timeline of the Death Star stuff.
Oh, it's a process. I still have to flower the dads out. And then from there, I got to make seeds, test seeds, and then they can be released or not released. It could be a total crapshoot. That's how this goes, So it's going to be a year minimum, but the process has started. So
yeah, I think that's a key thing. What you just said, that you don't release it if it's not to your standards, So
yeah, if it hasn't gone through testing, I don't feel good about that. I know other breeders here in the state that they do projects and post pictures of the mom and then sell the seeds and knowing damn well they've never been tested. I don't roll like that, I would, I'm about this to do this the right way.
Sure.
I'm not out to screw your garden up. I don't want my garden screwed up. So, it's not about the money with me. I want to make sure that this is like top quality, high quality shit before it goes anywhere, So you just have to be patient with me because that's how I do my thing. But now that I've got Bee Leaf, they're hunting thousands of seeds for me. So that's going to like speed up the process where I can focus more on the males. Well, they take care of the female side of things and helping me hunt things. I can fly down there, get my eyes on it, get my hands on it, see what's up with them. We can make selections together. So like I said earlier, I'm really trying to speed the process up for all of us, because I'm impatient too. I want new heat all the time. So, I'm just trying to make it work, I got a good team. I got Freshco Smitty and JJ with me, and it's just the three of us crushing this out. So we got to be 10% smarter than what we're working with. And this network we started to build with other people and making relationships in this community is going to help speed these projects up where I can actually get ahead. So like a year from now, I've already worked on a bunch of shit. So like I'll be like a year ahead, hopefully after this year.
Sure.
So just got to be patient with me for a little bit here, but just rest assured, like we're constantly trying to make new heat and find new heat.
Right on. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna need one of those hats.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I actually had a huge order in for these new badass shirts. Like I'm switching to jet black with a pearl white foil.
Okay, I like it.
Pearl foil.
Yeah.
And then I had an order in for all sorts of hats and shit, man, and got corona'd on that deal. That is not essential right now. So as soon as they
shoot me a message. We got we can still get stuff made.
Oh,
if you
really?
need. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. That would be great, man, because, you know, I'm like, I got all these odd sizes, like just a ton of XL and smalls and shit, and I really need larges, mediums, hats. Everybody's always asking for hats, and we ordered a ton, and then, of course, you know, it was bad timing. But yeah, I got you on a hat, PJ. I got you and the whole Grow Green family on whatever you want. You guys know that. So,
Right on.
yeah,
Cool,
and I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for helping us all out in these hard times and putting you guys yourself at risk to make sure our gardens keep rocking and whatnot. Really, really, really appreciate your hard work, man.
For sure. Well, we appreciate it, man, and hopefully we'll I'll see you soon here in person. And anyone that needs to get a hold of Ross, make sure you just drop him a note on Instagram or email him, freshcoastseedco@gmail.com.
Yes.
Fresh Coast Seeds.
Fresh Coast Seeds
Fresh
at
Coast
Gmail.
Seeds.
And don't crucify me if I don't get back to you right away.
Right.
Right.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you, PJ.
Yep.
Great.
Stay safe.
Thanks, Instagram. We love you.
See you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.